Go ahead and hit start and get to the first one. Don't remember if I had the annotation on or not. I can't remember. Did I turn the annotation on or did I forget? Oh, I don't have it on my version. Okay, so we have to consider the function. Looks very similar to the quiz problem, right? We've got a limit. We have to figure out that it exists and then show it's continuous at x equals 2. So I added that little bit in. It probably was a typo in my original quiz. And justify your answer. Justify your answer means that we have to show the 3 criteria, okay? You'll notice that the limit equals part is still on the left, but notice I broke it down to step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, so you're going to type into those 3 steps, okay? And you have to do them in the right order so that it grades it right, okay? So the first thing was we have to evaluate the function, right? So, and you can I even kind of want you to type your work in there a little bit. So where am I evaluating the function out on this one? What x value? 2. So I'm going to type f of 2 equals, all right, am I plugging into the top branch or the bottom branch? Bottom branch. I'm going to show my work that I'm plugging in. So 2 squared. Watch what I do for squared. You can hit this little button, right? That's fine. You can also do shift 6, and it gets you the little squared. And then plus 2 times 2 minus 3. And then I'm going to figure out what that equals. I will try to remember to put a little calculator in there for you so you can actually just put like a little for function so you're not having to do the calculation in your head. Okay, because I know some of us had some calculation issues. All right, 2 squared is 4 plus 4, so that's 8 minus 3 is what? 5. That's what I want to see when you type it in. You'll notice there's a little check answer button. Okay. Remember, if there's something missing here, this little guy is a drop down and there's usually more stuff, okay? Just in case I've missed something, because there's a couple of custom ones that I made. I missed something, it might be hidden lower, okay? All right, so second step is I got to show the limits. I can't do like a stacked thing and make it check itself. So we're just going to put a comma between them. I'm going to put the left hand first and the right hand second, although it will grade it backwards, okay? So you'll notice I have the little limit button there for you. Isn't that nice? The limit. What is x supposed to be approaching? What x value? 2. So limit. So x approaches 2, and then I'm going to hold a shift 6 and put the minus. And then I got to push the arrow key a bunch of times. So notice it's down here. Look at where the little cursor is, and I'm pushing my arrow button to the left once, made it bigger, and then twice, like 3 times till I'm back up there with limit. Okay. I don't really want to type in this whole ugly thing, and I'm not going to make you type in the whole ugly thing. I just said f of x. F of x equals. I don't know what my brain at 4 o'clock this morning said to do it that way, but that's how we're going to do it, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and plug into the branch I need to plug into. So am I plugging in for the left? Am I plugging into the top branch or the bottom branch? Top branch. So I'm going to do 6 times 2 minus 7. 6 times 2 minus 7. And then I'm just going to put the answer. I'm not going to show intermediate steps. If you need to do intermediate steps, I'll have the annotation tool on. You can do that, or there'll be the little calculator. Okay. What's 6 times 2? 12 minus 7 is 5. Good. Is that what we got on? That's what we got on the first one, right? So it's looking good. And then I'm going to put a comma because I have to go the limit from the right and from the left. Okay. All right, so I'm going to hit my little limit button again. This time x is going to approach what? 2 from the right. So 2 shift 6 and a little plus sign. And notice I'm typing. Am I using any of this stuff here? I'm just typing. The only thing I'm grabbing from here is really my limit. If I can touch it on my keyboard, I use that over using all these silly little buttons. Okay? All right, and then I'm going to arrow a couple times. I'm going to say f of x again equals. All right, I'm going to plug in, even though I know I've already plugged that one in once here. I think I showed it with the plug-in, so we're going to plug it in again. So 2 squared, it was minus, right? Plus 2, that would have gotten me it wrong, right? Plus 2 times 2 minus 3. Notice I have to I'm scrolling up a couple times. Oh, I should have made that box bigger. And we know that that equals 5. We already did that calculation. All right, hit the check answer. Did it work? Woo! Yay. Okay, do you understand? Really, we should say that the overall limit is equal to what? Did our right and our left match? So what's our overall limit equal to? 5. I figured that was over here, so I wasn't going to type that line, and I'm just going to put that there. Okay, so technically I've got my overall limit based on that. Now we're going to go to our last step. Okay, our last step is going to be weird. Let me look at I want to make sure I type it right. Hang on. I got to get back to my version of it over here so that I can. All right. Check out the little button that I got for you on that one. Isn't there a cool little button? Yeah, I found the therefore symbol for you. So we can be all fancy. Therefore, right? Because we're going to make our concluding sentence. F of x. Notice I'm just typing f of x. I am not, I'm going to put a space in there, but I am not using the little buttons. If I really wanted to, the f of x, the stuff might be hidden in here somewhere, but that's a pain to just keep switching that, right? The only one I really have to pull out of there is the therefore and the limit, okay? And there's no way for me to like shorthand type the limit at all. I have to find it. Okay, this is supposed to have an 8. That's a typo. Okay, and then I just typed is continuous. It's going to look weird because it's acting like it's in math type. So it's going to look italicized, but that's okay. I've got it in there so it'll grade it like that. And then at x equals, what was x equaling? What were we approaching? 2. Good. And then because, you have to tell me why. So we're going to, I listed, and in this case, in order for it to auto grade, which on the quiz I can have it backwards because I will look at it again. But in order for it to auto grade, the point, the f of whatever, has to go before the limit. Okay, it won't grade it in reverse because of the sentence we wrote. So f of 2 equals 5 equals the limit as x approaches 2 of f of x. I believe that that's it. I didn't. Oh, what did I miss? Is continuous at x equals 2 because f of 2 equals 5. I don't know what I missed. Did I just miss a space? Did it want a space in there or something goofy? F of x is, oh, maybe I spelled continuous wrong. Continuous. Oh, you know what? Where I spelled it wrong? In the answer key. It doesn't help you guys, does it? I think that's what's wrong. There you go. I spelled continuous wrong. So I'm sorry about that. It's going to auto grade wrong so I totally misspelled continuous. Okay. I will try to get it fixed for the actual quiz. Okay. Because it has that extra U in it, right? Continuous. All right. So just know that one is going to just take the extra U out. It will self-check. Okay. So there's 2 more there for you to practice. I'm going to give you the last 8 minutes here to practice with those 2. Okay. Make sense? So make sure you can do this.